Hey guys, welcome to my channel. I am going to go over Fantom Cryptocurrency, give it an update. But first, I'm going to go over Bitcoin. I'm going to go over Bitcoin, guys, to put it in perspective because all the cryptocurrencies are related together. What I mean by that is that if Bitcoin goes up and Ethereum goes up, then Fantom will go up. If they're going down, then Fantom will be going down. I'm sure most of you that watch this channel realize that. So I'm going to go over Bitcoin, give you guys the overall picture of what I think is going on. Though you have a lot of people out there say Bitcoin is going to 12,000 or 10,000. At the end of the day, guys, some of these people probably want to take a look at the relative strength indicator because it's way down here. You see that? Okay, it's taken everything out from there. So here's your 2018 bear market. There's your end of your wave 2. So it's over here. It took that out. It took that out. I have the MACD open a little bit too. I'm not looking at the momentum indicator. I'm looking at these right down here, guys. So if you take a look and you put a little trend on that right here, okay, I'm going to put a trend more or less like that. Okay. All right, guys, I'm going to use this, the MACD momentum indicator, and you can see how you have bullish divergence on the MACD right there, guys, for Bitcoin. So from that point, it's pretty much the trend has been down, and on the MACD, as you can see, the trend, that's bullish divergence for the MACD. All right, guys. So let me go back to the RSI, show you guys some things, flip that to the top side. Okay. There's still some proving to do with Bitcoin on the weekly chart because all you got to do from its correction is just kind of go like that, something like that. Okay. So there's its corrective cycle. And as you can see, Bitcoin still has some proving to do when it comes to saying, okay, it's done with its correction right there like that. All right. So can it swing back down? I do think that there's a good probability that Bitcoin is going to swing back down. Now, for Bitcoin to go to, let's say it gets up to 25, and then it's going to swing all the way back down to 12,000. It's got to do another 50% drop. Okay. Is that possible? It is possible. More than likely, this RSI indicator is going to need to come up quite a bit, probably touch that trend for it to make that drop, in my opinion, guys. So as far as Ethereum is more or less the same way. Let me pull open the MACD, and I'll show you. It's more or less the same thing right here with Ethereum a little bit. On that MACD, it's starting to create some bullish divergence, which will it definitely explains the its up trend right there. Obviously, Ethereum looks a lot better. So let me get this RSI out on the weekly. Ethereum is right on the trend. Okay, so if you see this pop over and it comes down, it's going to do a correction. It could come down and then pop past that trend. Then more than likely, in my opinion, you can come to pretty much say that the correction is over. Now, one thing with Ethereum, guys, is those pretty good move that it made right here. A lot of people are going to call this a bear market pump or a bear cycle pump up 100% or 2x. It could. But the nice thing about Ethereum is that Ethereum can make this move up, and then as long as it maintains that low right there, okay, and then starts on a new trend, this is probably going to be an uptrend for Ethereum, guys. So as long as it maintains that low right there on the correction, okay. So Bitcoin could come down, break the low, and Ethereum could come back down and maintain the low, maintaining a more or less a bullish sequence. All right. Now over to Fantom. I have this Fibonacci retracement on Fantom, guys. And there's some issue. I made an update on a video. What could be going on with Fantom? And Fantom is according to the Fibonacci ratios and where Fantom has landed. Fantom is somehow in a fourth wave. Okay. Unless it's going to pop up and swing all the way back down here again to make a second wave. So most people are going to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. and call this a second wave, because they're probably going to take it off log like so, and they're going to check the retracement. Okay, it's well beyond 90%. And then if you use that method, you go, yeah, it's in the second wave. I don't think so, guys. You can look at the numbers on there, and you check it out on logarithmic Fibonacci numbers that Fantom hits those numbers, that it's somehow in a fourth wave. Now, pulling open the RSI with Fantom is, let me go to a weekly chart first. Let me go to a weekly chart. Is on the weekly, that I don't quite like about it is that, let me go back and show you some about that fourth wave. Sorry, guys, about this fourth wave up here. You can see it's 0.38 on the nose with Fantom, guys. It hit 0.382, almost perfect. Okay, on right there in this fourth wave territory, and over here is actually, it's on top of another fourth wave. If you put it on the daily chart right over here, and you can see right on top of that fourth wave, right in that area. So I'm going to check it out, see if the correction is done and over with Fantom. I was thinking it was going to go back to the bottom of the box in that area, 14, 17 cents. Maybe it's done. Don't know yet. So what could Fantom do during the correction? Well, what you're going to want to look for with Fantom, looking for entries, is on the next correction, just let it go up. There's no reason to get into Fantom right now. Let Fantom prove to you that it's going bullish. That's what I do, okay? Let Fantom go to you that it's going to go bullish, all right? And what I mean by that is, you want it to, if it continues to trend up a little bit, let it go up and then let it correct, okay? Let Fantom correct either to the box or maintain the lows. So with Fantom, you're going to see a correction, okay? Goes up, and then you're going to see a correction come back down, and you want to maintain those lows, and then it can turn around and start making a trend to the upside like that, guys, okay? That's what you're going to want to see with Fantom. Let Fantom prove it to you. If Fantom swings back around and breaks those lows, then you'll know this is some sort of corrective bounce, and it came back down. More than likely, at a minimum, it's going to be, if it's just a bounce, more than likely at a minimum, it's going to be something like this, though, guys. It'll be something like that. So you can see Fantom get back up to 60 cents, maybe even 90 cents or $1 with just a corrective bounce, okay? So out here on the weekly chart, one thing that you can do with Fantom is, it doesn't look like it's done with its correction quite yet, according to the RSI data. So if I take a trend like so, well, maybe it's starting to peek over. It's starting to peek over that a little bit, guys. You can see here's it. Yeah, so see, Fantom peeked over that so far. Okay, so that's good. Let's check the 3-day chart. So on the 3-day chart, Fantom has peeked over that a little bit. You can see. So maybe there's something new going on with Fantom with there. So that's actually looking pretty decent, checking with Fantom, guys. So going back up with Fantom, because there's a follower asking me about getting into an entry point, and he wants to know what I'm going to be doing. Well, this is exactly what I'm going to be doing. I'm going to take a look at Fantom. Let me go out to the daily chart, take a look at this, and I'm going to want to see Fantom finish whatever it's doing here, okay? Whether this is impulsive, can you get an impulsive type move out of it? You could. It could be a slow start for Fantom, where it's doing a some sort of diagonal type move like so. It's a very wimpy diagonal, if that's what it's doing, like so. And it would be a move, you know, where the 1 is longer than the 3 here, okay? And then the 3 is longer than the 1, okay? And the 4 is in the price territory of wave 1 with diagonals. Lots of people ask about that on the channel. So with the diagonal, guys, you have a your regular wave on your Elliott waves. Your wave 4 cannot go in the price territory of wave 1, okay? That's a rule that cannot be broken. Now with the diagonal, it's a crunched or a crunched up motive wave, okay? Like in this instance, wave 1 is longer than wave 3, and then wave 4 comes into the price territory of wave 1, and then your 5 is shorter. So your wave 1 is longer than your 3, and your 3 is longer, and the 4 comes into it. As a matter of fact, with Elliott waves, they actually have a rule where you want to see wave 4 come into price territory of wave 1. However, with cryptocurrencies, you don't see that. Sometimes they don't come into the price territory of wave 1. Okay, so those that follow the rules, you know, they'll get sometimes a corrective move count out of it instead of a motive wave or something like that. So like, I didn't come in the price territory, but on some of the smaller cryptocurrencies, you will not see it come into the price territory. It'll come like right to it or something like that. So sometimes you have to be careful of that because it is a diagonal and it doesn't look like it is. So that's what I do. Wait for it, see where it's going to correct to. And if it maintains the low, then it could possibly get out of there and go into a sequence. Particularly, you know, the one thing right now, guys, what we're waiting for is we're waiting for Bitcoin to finish whatever it needs to do. At this point, I'm convinced that Bitcoin is not into any type of motive wave. It's some sort of corrective pattern up. It'll go up, and then you want to see it correct. I have targets between 15,200 and 16,800. Those are my targets, not 12,000. Ethereum, you can easily say that Ethereum did a motive wave up here, and then it can correct, maintain that low, and go into another motive sequence. Okay, so there's a really good shot right here that Ethereum can come down and correct like so, and then be going into a fifth wave, going into its fifth wave. So like so, where Ethereum is doing this wave here, it can come down, correct that, and then it would be going into a third wave. Okay, just to give you guys an idea with Ethereum, let's say that that is a wave 1. Let's just, as an example, say that is wave 1. Then you would get your Fibonacci. It's probably going to hit Fibonacci on logarithmic, wherever that goes, and there your wave 3 target would be 3,300, and then as high as 4,500, like that, guys. So it would be right in that area if that's what Ethereum is doing, actually. So, and then your wave 5 would go up something like that, probably hit that 2.27 to 2.618, just like so, guys. If you wanted to consider that a Fibonacci is what Ethereum could do, just right there like that. Okay, so it actually fits right there. Those are reasonable logarithmic Fibonacci numbers that Ethereum could hit. Okay, not saying that it is, but it could be. It could be doing that. And just waiting for Bitcoin. I think right now people are like, why is Bitcoin doing this while Ethereum's doing this? They could be in different sequences. Bitcoin may not be done with its correction. While Ethereum is, and it goes up, it can do a wave 2 correction and go into the next impulse move. And then Bitcoin needs to come down, finish it, and then go into its move. That's a possibility, something that I am considering. Same thing with Fantom. Fantom could be starting some type of impulse move, come down, correct, maintain that low, and then go into another one. Where would I enter? I'm going to watch the correction to see if it maintains those lows on the next move when there's a correction for Bitcoin and also Ethereum for Fantom. Okay, so it needs to maintain 19 cents on its next move if you want to count this a motive wave. You can't count this with Fantom. You can't count this move a part of this sequence right here because it's getting too big. So what Fantom did is a 1, 2, 3 here, and then up for a 3. It did an expanded flat. And it actually, for an expanded flat, it was shallow. So normally what I want to see with an expanded flat in this nature is a 2 points. Oh, it did hit it. There you go. It did hit 2.618. You see? 2.618. That's what Fantom hit. I guess I need to keep checking my fibs over and over, but 2.618 is what you want to see. And you can, this is a massive right here, motive wave, a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay. And you can see with the last impulse wave on Fantom, let me clean that up for you right here. You can see your bullish divergence, making that a fifth wave from that peak to that peak, lowest peak, higher peak on the RSI, and then that telling you that that's an impulse move, guys. So just want to put that out there with you on Fantom. I know Now, as far as targets with Fantom, if it's done with its correction right there, Fantom is going to go beyond all-time highs at $3.70 more than likely, and I have targets of start at 409, and it may be as high as 560 to 605. Okay, and this coin is going to be more X's, in my opinion, than Solana. I have a targets on Solana getting into the high 200s, maybe the 300s, and if you're lucky, you might get 400. So where from Solana is right now, it's a max, probably 10x max with Solana. With Fantom, it's potentially a 20x, just to give you an idea. So if it works out, there's going to be twice as many X's potentially in Fantom right here, guys. All right, that's the end of my video. Made it all the way to the end. Drop a like, hit the subscribe button. Peace.